Everybody, Coach Dave here. This time we're going to look at a set piece. This is I think it was an offside call over here. So the white team has a free kick, direct free kick inside their own half, about 15 yards. And we're going to look at how the red team sets up their defense and then how they react once the ball is kicked. Really important. I have it on slow mo because it's a short clip, but let's watch. So first of all, take note of where they are and where their spacing is compared to the attacking players. Let's watch it all the way. Okay. And all right, goalkeeper gets it. Let's watch it again really quick here. So you've got the high line again. They're well outside their 18. And goalkeeper gets it. Okay, let's start breaking this down a little bit. So first things first, what's their positioning? I like that it's a nice straight line. They've got a good discipline there. And they're far enough out, you can't really see it, but they're probably 30 yards out, which gives a lot of space for the goalkeeper to operate. They're not crowded. They're not back on the 18-yard box, causing a melee in the box if the ball bounces in. So they are up high, gives the goalkeeper a lot of space to operate. Okay, so that's good. Now let's look at who's marking whom. Right back, good, tight onto the attacking player. Left-sided center back. He's pretty close. I mean, you can see his player here, but I almost wonder if he thinks that this player is marking him. I'm not sure. You can't quite tell, but you can see when the ball is kicked, it goes through this huge gap, and this player runs through totally clean. No one touches him. No one slows him down. No one really even tracks him. So this guy, it makes me nervous. This guy is watching the ball, and he's got a player behind him. Again, I can't see all the way down here, so I don't know if the right back is here. We'll be able to see in a second. But right now, again, this would make me nervous. There's no reason for a player here to be standing 5 yards away from another player. He either needs to be closing this gap here, so he's only 5 to 8 yards to the right of this player, and then bring over the right back, or he needs to be closer to mark up this player and have like a hand on him and really know where he's at and be goal side of him. I don't know where the right back is, so we'll go from here. Okay, so let's play, see what happens. Okay, all right, now we get a better look. Here's that flat line. This guy staring at the ball, right, has no idea what's happening here. I think the right back is probably supposed to be tracking here. He's not. Look how far away he is. He's not goal side, and he didn't react very quickly. So the ball is moving here. Look, this could have been really bad. This could have been a goal. Let's look at the white player's positioning. 1, 2, 3, 4. They've broken that high line. They did it in keeping themselves onside. And the reason they broke it is because the defenders were really concerned about the ball when they should have been really concerned about their opponents that were close to them. I mean, look at the spacing here. This isn't good. This isn't good. This guy's right between these two. You can't quite see from this picture, but he's split these two players. This center mid didn't track. So clearly he didn't think he was marking this guy. The center back thought, probably, I guess, I hope there was communication. You can't quite tell. So he's clear through. The ball gets, it was a good look. Now it goes farther, but look, because they played that high line, the goalkeeper has to come really far out. Watch what happens. He comes really far out, and right here, he has to check and see if he's inside his box or it's a handball. Okay, that is a direct result of playing such a high defensive line, but then not tracking back when the players start to run. If you watch the pros, they line up that line really high, but then as soon as the ball is kicked, all 20 of them retreat really quickly. They move fast. So here he is. He's probably right at the edge, probably right outside of his box. barely gets his hand back in time, picks up the ball. All's well. White does not score. But if I were setting up this defense and reviewing the performance on this free kick, I would go back and say, let's get tighter. Don't leave those huge gaps in between. Let's go back. Don't leave this big gap right here. Make sure there's communication as to who's marking this guy, whose responsibility, and who's the responsibility of the player over here on the left side right here, that whose responsibility is each of these players. Finally, I would say as soon as the ball is kicked, we stop watching the ball and we start hoofing it backwards. We retreat and recover and give our goalkeeper some help. So that's setting up and managing that high line on a free kick.